of of anger and violence and rage and intensity that has happened to this teacher is not the norm.
Police say a 5-year-old in a pre K class at Pines Lakes Elementary School in Pembroke Pines allegedly attacked a teacher at the school Wednesday morning. According to the police report, the student continuously hit the teacher after he and a 4-year-old started to throw things and flip chairs. Police say they found the teacher sitting on the ground against the wall. She was, quote, feeling faint, weak, and dazed before she started coughing and dry heaving. She was then taken by ambulance to the hospital. Anna Fusco, Broward Teachers Union president, represents the teacher she describes as wonderful with 13 years of teaching experience. Fusco says the 5-year-old with special needs continuously attacked the teacher after she was on the floor and unresponsive. She says the teacher was put on a ventilator at the hospital.
She was caught where he actually ran and attacked and jumped on her with his whole body weight, and she fell and you know hit her head, which caused a severe injury and other bodily injuries where she's going to need surgery.
Fusco says this is the third time the teacher was taken from the classroom in an ambulance because of injuries from the same student. Last time, she says the student pinned the teacher under a bookcase. She lost consciousness and was treated for a concussion. The Broward School District just released a statement to us saying, quote, the safety of our teachers, staff, and students are always the district's highest priorities. Due to privacy laws, the district is not able to provide any additional information and defers to Pembroke Pines Police.
Ladies and gentlemen, if I got beat up and put in the hospital by a 5-year-old, I would take that story to the grave with me. I wouldn't tell nobody. I wouldn't tell nobody that story. I don't mean to laugh, but you got beaten up by a 5-year-old and they put you on a respirator at a hospital? Well, what kind of teacher is this? Maybe they shouldn't be in the class with students if a 5-year-old can overtake you. A 5-year-old? I never in my life heard of an adult ended up in the hospital from getting beat up by a five. I never heard of no such thing. Mm-mm-mm. So you heard it on the news. So this happened down in Florida, ladies and gentlemen. Florida teacher beaten and hospitalized after attack by 5-year-old student, police said. Now, we know sometimes every now and then these young children will get a hold of guns and weapons they shouldn't have. And a lot of times that's the adult's fault when those things happen. But that was not the case when it came down to this child. A South Florida teacher was taken to the hospital last week after she was attacked by a 5-year-old student, leaving her dazed and unresponsive, officials said Monday. Well, who was this child? Hercules' son? I'm serious. I still can't see nobody a grown getting overtaken by a 5-year-old. The unidentified instructor, yeah, you better you better stay anonymous with this story, was found by first responders sitting on the ground against the wall and appearing to be faint. And this was at Pine Lakes Elementary School, about 15 miles southwest of downtown Fort Lauderdale, according to heavily redacted. This is a police report that was heavily redacted because I guess they had a lot of things in there about the 5-year-old that can't be revealed. The victim was clearly weak and dazed, able to blink and breathe, but at no point was able to verbally respond or show signs of a response, the report said. The troubling incident started when a 5-year-old boy had been removed from class for throwing things around and flipping the chairs, police said. The youngster was taken to an empty, cool down room where the attack on the teacher allegedly took place, police said. The teacher was taken to Memorial Regional Hospital in Hollywood and has since been released, officials say, while the young suspect is still being investigated for possible aggravated assault with hands, fists, and feet. So they had no weapon. Hands, fist, and feet. It's unlikely he'll be criminally prosecuted, a police spokesperson told NBC News on Monday. Prosecutors would be hard pressed to show that this 5-year-old had the ability to distinguish right from wrong, the police representative said. The victim in her late 30s or 40s, you're in your 30s or 40s and you couldn't control a 5-year-old? A 5-year-old beat you up and you ended up at. Okay. So she is 5'4" with a slender frame. Broward Teacher Union President Anna Fusco told NBC News on Monday. Even if you're 5'4", you should still be able to control a 5-year-old. She suffered a concussion and other injuries that enraged a special education student. So, this special education student, ladies and gentlemen, was between 50 and 60 pounds. I don't know what to say. I know this is not funny, y'all, but I swear to you, I'm telling y'all, I never heard about a 5-year-old putting an adult in the hospital with their hand, fist, and feet. I would be too embarrassed to tell anybody the story if it happened to me. Okay. Mm-mm-mm. The instructor had been leading an exceptional student education class with a group of children with the same type of special needs or special disability with all kinds of different diagnoses, according to Fusco. The way he pounded on her and the way she fell backwards and smacked her head, it was a severe concussion, Fusco said. She got other bodily injuries from him jumping on her, attacking her, kicking her, punching her, biting was going to lead to surgery. Okay, y'all. The district, though, did share a message that Principal Susan Sassy sent to parents and staff acknowledging that there had been an incident that occurred in school with a staff member to be transported to a local medical facility on Wednesday. At all times during the incident, our campus was secure. This is according to the principal. As always, the health, safety, and well being of our students and staff continues to be my highest priority. The student, so the student body at the school is 800. All right. And they range from pre kindergarten through the 5th grade. All right, y'all. Y'all just gonna have to tell me what you think about this one. I mean, you're in bad shape if you are 30 to 40 years old and you can't control a 5-year-old, then that tells me you shouldn't be in this job. She really needs to look for a new profession altogether. But y'all tell me what you think about this story. I mean, look, I don't mean to laugh, but this is definitely out of the ordinary. I have never heard of such a thing, and I've been around for a while, and I've never heard of somebody that age that can't control a 5-year-old. Even if they fell out and had a temper tantrum, most adults know how to handle that, you know? Much less a kid getting to punch you and kick you and all that stuff. You pretty much know how to control that stuff. But let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.